Across millennia, a few pharaohs transformed Egypt by building temples that still dominate the Nile. These stones remember the names of rulers who poured wealth and labor into temple building. Which pharaohs built the most temples, and why did they devote so much to stone and ritual?
Subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of ancient Egypt.
Temples were theology made visible. Book, treasury, and throne, all carved in stone. Hatshepsut rose as Egypt's rare female pharaoh, commissioning temples that declared her divine right. Her buildings blended politics and piety, using art to frame her rule as sanctioned by trade expeditions to Punt filled temple treasuries, financing the stone, art, and workforce for new After his military triumphs, Thutmose III expanded Karnak with chapels and shrines across generations. Triumphs were recorded on stone. Conquered peoples and spoil funded new sanctuaries and monuments. Seti I invested in temples of astonishing craftsmanship, carving texts and rich. His temples anchored royal memory, linking the living king to a long line of predecessors. Ramses II became the epitome of temple building, stamping his image across Egypt. His temples staged cosmic drama. Light, statue, and ritual combined to celebrate. Even in ruin, Ramesseum tells of royal ambition, a pharaoh who built to be remembered forever. Amenhotep III built in an era of wealth, his temples celebrating festivals, divine marriage. His temples immortalized jubilees, ceremonies that reinforced royal eternity. Wide landscape, ideological contrast focus, no modern objects, bold. After Akhenaten, later kings restored temples to Amun, continuing ancient building tradition. The Ptolemaic rulers, though Macedonian by blood, embraced temple patronage to legitimize rule in Egypt. They poured funds into temples to win priestly support and anchor Greek rule within Egyptian. Every temple began with ritual. Priests and king consecrated ground before the first stone was set. Massive quarries supplied the stone. Labor and logistics were as important as royal will. The river was a moving highway carrying blocks, priests, and supplies to distant temples. Skilled artisans translated royal ideas into stone, coloring gods and kings in vibrant pigments. Building temples required long-term organized labor, skilled households, and temple form followed sacred rules. Pylon gates, open courts, columned halls, and reliefs were not decoration alone. They told sacred stories and fixed royal claims in public view. Temples functioned as economic centers, controlling land, labor, and vast stores. Priests held real authority. Temples were centers of religious and political negotiation. Building was political theater. Temples confirmed rule, solicited divine favor, and temples hosted diplomacy. Foreign tribute was recorded on walls as proof of influence and support. Over centuries, temples were altered, renamed, or dismantled, their stones carrying layered. Across desert and silt, many temples lay hidden for centuries, waiting to be rediscovered. European travelers and scholars began to record temples, igniting modern interest in ancient builders. Deciphering hieroglyphs unlocked the stories carved on temple walls and the identities of their patrons. Modern study and care have preserved many temples, allowing us to read the ambitions of their builders. Temples remain part of living landscapes, places of memory, ceremony, and daily life. The greatest builders were Ramses II, Seti I, Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Amenhotep III. Their motives mixed faith, public ritual, economic control, and the desire to be remembered for each temple is testimony, a voice from an age of kings, priests, and craftsmen preserved. Some builders were erased or obscured by politics. Their temples still whisper their interrupted. Archaeology reads foundation deposits and inscriptions, revealing who ordered a temple and why. Time and climate wear the stones, but careful hands and study keep these temples speaking across. Temples are the work of many hands, rulers who dreamed them, and countless craftsmen who made them real. These temples teach us about power, faith, and the human desire to make marks that outlast our lives. Listen to the stones, and you hear kings, priests, and artisans whispering across time.